and I want to share with you some things. And the things I want to share, they're pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. But first, I got to tell you that they are from 1985 games. They were provided to me at no charge to myself, and they gave them to me so I can do an honest review for you guys. Tonight I'm just showing you guys uh, the items, and we're gonna do a flip through and all that. But I'm gonna use them at my game table this coming week probably, and I'm gonna do a follow up after I've used them and tell you all about that. But this is like a first impressions video, let's put it that way. Okay, so the first item that they sent me, that 1985 game sent me, is Dungeon Craft Battle Maps. Hopefully that's correct. Sometimes my camera reverses things, but hopefully it didn't reverse that. So let's see what it is. It says works with wet and dry erase markers. It's a jungle floor pack. Okay. All right, so what do we got here? It's double-sided. Oh, snap. It is one giant mat, dude. What? So, one side. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I can get the whole map in here. Oh my goodness. All right. So one side has jungle and a river running through it. And the other side is straight jungle. All right. And it folds right back up. Look at that, man. That is one giant map. Man. All right. So if you're doing some jungle adventures, you want a little immersion instead of using just the plain, the plain 1x1 map that's, white. You can get the battle map pack, and it's got plain jungle on one side, and then yeah, it's like a jungle and like a river to cross on the other side. There's some ideas right there. How are they going to get across the river? You dig what I'm saying? All right, so that's the battle map that you laid down, but they sent me some things to put on the battle map. Now, this stuff's really super cool. All right, so it's a box set called Jungles of Dread. Hopefully my camera sees it correctly and didn't reverse it. Jungles of Dread by 1985 Games. So this is 2D terrain that you'll drop on that battle map, or any battle map that you have around. You don't need to use that one, but that one is jungle themed, and this 2D terrain is jungle themed, so they kind of go together. But you don't have to use that battle map. So they tell you how to use Dungeon Craft 2D terrain. So you're going to take these pieces of terrain, you cut them out, and you drop that on top of your battle map. So let's see what we got here. All right. Man, it's got some weight to it, man. It's got some weight to it. So these are all jungle themed. All right. And let's see what the first one is. All right. Hopefully, there we go. Hopefully my light doesn't. So we got some straight up trees, some flowers, some frog dudes, some apes, and so these are wet and dry erase. You can use your wet or dry erase markers on them, and then they're also double-sided. So, okay, well, hold on. There's little frog dudes, in case you didn't see that. And then you flip it, and boom, kind of, you still got trees, you still got flowers, but now you got red frog dudes and bloody apes. What? So maybe that's after they've been hurt. Maybe they get to, half health or something, and you throw the bloody ape on there, or maybe they beat a player up or something. Anyway, so that's the first one. Second one, so this is like the roof of a building. and you flip it, and there's the inside of the building. Oh, that looks pretty cool. So you got some lodging here, like a dinner hall here, some stairs. Not sure what you're going to put there, but this could be like maybe an inn in the jungle. You know what I mean? A safe place that players could do a short or long rest. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so like maybe a base camp type of thing. That's what I would use it for. So, like I said, here's the diner hall. Here's the cots, and then like I said, you got these stairs up to here. Not sure what you would put up there, but you can find something. Oh no, my light! Oh, and my light's down. Oh well. I'm bad at this. All right. So next, looks like we have like another building with some stairs, a cot. This is a smaller building, like a work area, if you can see that. And then looks like some triceratops. Oh, so you can throw some dinosaurs into your adventure. Some peoples. Yeah. And then here's some more peoples. They got bows. So you flip it. Oh my goodness, now you have undead triceratops. What? There's a plot twist. And some other peoples, and it's like the same people that were on the last one. They're just like different color scheme. Of course, my light's not really helping matters. But oh, and then the building is different too. Look at that. Oh, there's a statue. Oh man, you could do some stuff with that. And there's some damage to it. Yeah, man, you could do some stuff. Check out that statue. You could do some story ideas with that. I'm just saying. All right, next one. Let's see what we got here. We got, oh snap, some more smaller buildings. So you got a ladder. Okay. So you got a ladder. You got like a desk area, and you got the statue. You got two of those, and then you have like a small building with two cots. I dig it. All right, and then you have some people. They might be mages or something. And then you flip that. Oh, okay. So instead of a statue, now you got a well. Okay, because you're gonna need water in the jungle. You're gonna need some water in the jungle. All right. So this could be a place where the players can get some water if you're building like a base camp in the jungle, maybe using that last piece. And then you got a different color scheme on the dudes on the side. Same dudes, just different color scheme. Okay, I dig it. All right, this next one is interesting. What is that? Kind of looks like, I don't know, man. Almost looks like a boat. Almost like an airship that crashed in the jungle. Oh my goodness, there's a story idea. You dig what I'm saying? So, like an airship that crashed in the jungle. Taking a look at that. So you flip it over, and there's the inside. Okay, so they took an airship that crashed in the jungle, and they turned it into a place to live in the jungle. You dig what I'm saying? I think that's pretty tight. All right, next one is kind of like if you're making a base camp on top of a rock in the jungle. You know, maybe I should have the fire facing up. There we go. There we go. Now you got it, Dustin. All right. Yeah, so it's like a base camp on top of a rock. And there's a fire going. You flip it over and got a different rock, a ladder going up, and then maybe a different base camp. You dig what I'm saying? So on to the next one. The next one's, yeah, kind of like the last ones. It's a big rock. This time you don't have like a fire for a base camp or anything. And then you flip it over, And oh yeah, it's a different rock. This one would be like difficult terrain to pass through. You know what I mean? So, oh, we got some interesting stuff on this one. Check this out. All right, so we got some dinosaurs. Okay, and then hopefully you can see the dinosaurs all right. And then this looks like anthills or something, man. You could drop those in there, cause a problem for the players. This is like traders, like trader goods. And then you flip it over. Oh my goodness, undead dinosaurs. Check that out. Undead dinosaurs. And then you have the trader's goods fully open, and then yeah, I was right, these are anthills, and you got the ants pouring out. So you could have it like a normal anthill, and then the players come too close and you flip it. Now they're all pouring out or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? All right, next one. Check this out. Oh, all right, so we got undead pterodactyls, and we have sand pits or sand, and we have some monkeys. Show you the monkeys. And looks like panthers or something right there. All right, and so you flip it. Oh, look at that quicksand. The pterodactyl's alive. Different color monkeys. And then you got cheetahs. You dig it? I dig it. I especially like the quicksand. Drop that as like a, you know, a trap for your players. All right, so the next one. Oh, we got some stuff happening in this. You got tents on fire. You got the inside of tents. I think this is supposed to be like gold or something. And then you have these like jungle flowers. And then you flip it, and look, you have the destroyed tents. You have the top of the tents that weren't destroyed. I think this is just a big lump of gold. And then you have jungle flowers that you can drop around. And you could make those jungle flowers like, you know, like an enemy. You know, it doesn't have to be just regular flowers. They could be, you just take a like a mold from the monster manual and you reskin it as like a flower. But anyway, so and then here's some like just basic jungle terrain, you know, some big leaves, you know, not much there to you know, really talk about, but you really need this stuff if you're going to make it jungly. You dig what I'm saying? So here's some different colors, some different color schemes. I like this one because it pops a little more. You know, this one kind of blends in a little more. This one pops a little more. And then kind of the same thing on this one. You know, the leaves. And then this one pops a little more. So you saw how big those battle maps were. You got a lot of these, so you can drop them all around that big battle map. And then next, oh, dude, okay, so you got the little trees. You have a dinosaur in a cage, dude. You got dinosaurs in a cage. And you have this big tree, like dead tree knocked over. This big dead tree with stuff growing inside of it. Flip it over. Oh, now we got the trees covered in vines. I dig that. Now the cages are empty. Oh no, dinosaurs got loose. And vines covering that. And those trees. Oh, these ones pop a little more. I dig that. All right. Next one. Oh, dude. Dinosaurs you can ride, my guy. What? Dinosaurs you can ride. All right. There's a twist for your D&D game. What's up? Okay. And then dinosaurs that are just walking around. Okay. I dig it. All right. And next one is some dinosaurs. Okay, these are dinosaurs with riders on them. Oh, and they have like these ones have, so check them out. It's dinosaurs with riders, but like these dinosaurs have like armor on them. How cool is that? Oh my goodness, you could do some stories in your D&D game with that, man. riders, and then oh, I must have this upside down because there's also these like crazy turtle warrior dudes at the bottom there. All right, that's cool. So we flip it. Oh, now the dinosaurs don't have riders. So if you want to just have them as like wild dinosaurs, and then like the turtle dudes have a different color scheme. All right. And if you're just tuning in, this is from 1985 games. This is Jungle of Dread. So this is a bunch of 2D terrain and monster tokens for your D&D game or any fantasy game, role-playing game. And you throw them down on the big battle map. And they sent me all this free of charge and for an honest review, and that's what I'm showing you. Now check out this. This is a gigantic snake. Imagine throwing that at your players. Like you'd have to have a giant battle map, and that's where the battle map that they put out really comes in handy, because that battle map was gigantic, and you would need something that size for this snake. But that would be awesome to throw against your players, right? Oh, same snake, just different color scheme. I dig it. I don't know which one I like more. I don't know. Kind of feeling this one a little more. What do you think? All right. So next one. Oh, snap. Big dino. Big scary dino. And then we got some kind of scary pterodactyl dudes. And then some other, like, what are they? Like turtle warrior guys. And then you flip it. Undead, big scary T-Rex looking dude. Different color scheme on the pterodactyls and different color scheme on the turtle guys. Oh, wait. Oh, did I miss the raptors on the other page? Yeah, I did. Okay, so there's blue raptors on that page. Flip it over, and there's green raptors on that side. All right? Now, check out this bird. That is one cool looking bird. Can drop that as an enemy or maybe transport for the players. I don't know. And then you got more little raptors, and then you got some bigger raptors. These are like undead raptors. And then you flip it over. You got the same bird, different color scheme. You got the living raptors this time, and green little raptors. All right. You dig what I'm saying? All right. So next up. Oh, uprooted trees. That's always good for like blocking a pathway. You dig what I'm saying? That's pretty interesting. I like that. Oh, uprooted trees covered in vines. Oh, do those vines come alive and start tangling up the players? Interesting. Okay. Toppled over trees, but not like the roots, just kind of the midsection of the tree. And then you got some jungle greenery. You flip it over. Oh, and you got vines on them this time, and then instead of jungle greenery, you got flowers. Drop those all around your jungle battle map. Next up is, I think this is kind of like the one we had before. It's trees, and then it has little dinosaurs. Excuse me. In the cages. Flip it over. The dinosaurs are out of the cages, and a little bit more color to the trees. I dig that. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the chat. And okay, I dig it. So a little bit of like rubble or debris, or like a building that was there that has now been reclaimed by the jungle. You dig what I'm saying? And then, oh, you got some snake monuments. I dig that. Okay, flip it over. What do we got? Oh, we got some rubble with the snake monument in it. Snake monument with vines on it. And then some trees that pop. It's the next one we got. All right, so we got some more dilapidated buildings, some trees with moss on it. Now remember, I think there's a moss or mold enemy in the monster manual, so you could use that. Some Aarakocra warriors. That's pretty cool. Flip it over. You got the dilapidated buildings with vines on it. You got the rocks with vines on it. And then, is that an Aarakocra parrot? Oh, dude. I'm digging that. I'm digging it, dude. And then, I've never kind of seen this color scheme on an Aarakocra before. It's like got maroon wings. I don't know. I kind of like it. Anyway. Next one up. Some more dilapidated kind of ruins and some moss-covered rocks. Flip it over. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened in those ruins, but it was bad. It was bad, bad, bad. Oh no. Yeah, that's some bad stuff right there. And then some vines on the rocks. More dilapidated ruins. Big rock, little rocks. More bad stuff happening in those ruins. Another snake monument in some ruins. Some more vine-covered rocks. Okay. Now we're getting into something new. So this is like the top of a tent. It's got like some bones on top of it. Okay. And then it looks like some like orc dudes, but they're tribal. I dig it. Okay. That's a different spin on things. Of course, my light's not helping things. So you got some warrior orc dudes, and then you got like some mage orc dudes. Flip it over, and you got the inside of the tent. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, well, not cool for those guys. It's like bones and stuff. And then a different color scheme on the orcs. Instead of them having blue skin, now they have green skin. And the inside of those tents, those smaller tents. All right. Oh, okay. So another big tent, some smaller tents, some more blue orc dudes, some more blue orc mages. And then we flip it over. See, oh man. Okay. So that's the inside of that tent again. Once again, bad stuff happened to those guys. And this, it looks like, you know, living quarters for an orc, I guess. That's some pretty cool stuff. I dig it. And then once again, you got some orcs over here, but a different color scheme. Oh man. Okay. So I think we're gonna have. Yes. Yeah. Let me put them all together. Or what we have. What we have. Okay. Yeah. So we got some giant feet and an arm. Went to a great statue, and you flip it, and you have the same thing but covered in vines. I dig that. And then you have the chest of the statue. You flip that, and it's covered in vines. And then you have the head of the statue, and you flip that, and that's covered in vines. So you have this like giant statue that you can just drop on your battle map, like pieces everywhere. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. I mean, you can come up with some story ideas for that. All right, next. Okay, so this is like the top-down view of a temple type thing, and then you flip that over, and I think that's the inside of the temple that you just saw the top-down view of. I dig it. And then, what do we got here? Okay. All right. This is interesting. So you have this open tree stump on top of like a rock. Flip it over. What do we got? Okay. So you go down the open tree stump and you find this water source, and then you find these crates. Okay, so there's some story ideas that are running through my head right there. Interesting. Okay, what do we got here? Tree, some foliage, and then a skull. I don't know if that's a dragon or a dinosaur. You flip it. Oh my goodness, they turn the skull into like a living quarters, into a building. Check that out. All right, and then the other stuff just has a brighter, more poppin' color scheme. All right, so what do we got next? Okay. So we got another tree. We have an open kind of stump. We have some frog warrior dudes. Let's see if I can't get my light out of the way. There we go. Some more frog warrior dudes, just different ones. And then it looks like some statues with vines on them. Flip it over. And now those statues are real dudes. You dig it? Different color scheme on the frog warrior guys. And now the stump is covered in vines and a little more pop to the tree. All right. Next, we got big old stump. Now we have bigger snake monuments. Look at that. Okay. And then it looks like a fountain or fountains. Now remember, in the jungle, I mean, water is going to be super important, you know. So dropping this like cool looking fountain somewhere around. Oh, okay, and then the same thing's just covered with vines. Even the fountains are covered in vines. Look at that. Okay. So now, entering into this looks like it is part of a temple complex or something like that. Because you have you have these, so this probably would be like the civilized area in a jungle. I don't know. Yeah, because this is like bedding, or like these are pillows. Looks like a hookah. I'm not sure, man. And then like a well, and then tops of buildings. You flip that, you see inside. Oh, this would be like a trading booth. Oh, okay. I thought this was a well. I think this is a bath. So there's baths, and there's the hookah's now smoking. Let me see if I can catch the hookah smoking. Yep. Some pillows. Okay. Next, you got, I think this is the top of the building. Some trees. Some jungle dudes. Flip it over. You got jungle dudes again, just different color scheme. Some foliage, and then you got the inside of the building. And this looks like maybe an inn. So if you want an inn in your jungle, you dig what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So next up is this one. This is the top down. Some trees, some jungle dudes. Flip it over. Jungle dudes, just different color scheme. Trees. This one is a different style inn, maybe? How would you use that building? It's got a couple cots. It's got an eating area. I don't know. Kind of looks like a jungle hotel. So yeah, I guess it would be an inn. Okay. So next is this one. Top of buildings, obviously. Don't know if that's like a rug or just a decoration on the floor. And these are like empty pottery. You flip it. Okay. Yeah, so it's like a rug, and then this is the inside of the building, small building. Oh, that's cool. It's got some swords and stuff. So maybe this is an armory or the shop or something like that. Yeah, so maybe this is like the commerce page because this kind of looks like trading booth as well. And then now it's multiple pots instead of one big pot. And then what do we got next? We got this guy. So I think this is top down. You flip it. And, okay, so it went from like a rugged area to like no rug. And this looks like maybe a storage area. It's even got some meat laid out. Maybe this is the butcher. I don't know. And then this looks like a nice little living quarters. It's got a nice bed there. Yeah, so maybe somebody important lives there. Okay. I think this is similar to one we had before. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think this is similar to the one we had before. Yeah, because here's the swords. So this is like a duplicate of the one before. So you know, maybe in your story there's duplicates. Maybe there's multiple shops in town. You know, or maybe you're just not going to use duplicates. So, or maybe you're going to use a couple of these and maybe not all of these. You dig? Okay, next. Oh, I think this is... Yeah, this is a duplicate of one we had before as well, but different jungle dudes. Different jungle dudes. These guys look a little more important. Okay. Oh, no. No, this building looks a little different than one we've had before. It does have multiple cots. It does have an eating area. So yeah, you could use this building in different ways. And the jungle dudes on the other side have a different color scheme. All right. And here's the top down of this one, of this building. You flip it and yeah, this one we've had before. Yeah, but it comes with more of these guys, which are a little different than the ones we had before. These guys look a little more important. These jungle dudes look different. But this building I think we've had before. So there is some duplicates, you know, but you can build out, you know, I guess a really big city. Or you can multi-purpose. You can have one of the duplicates be maybe a house for this guy, and then maybe this duplicate be a house for somebody else. You dig what I'm saying? All right. So on to the next one. This is like one we've had before as well. This is the carpet, the top of the buildings. You flip it. This is the kind of storage area with the meat, and then the nice house. Once again, that could be like for somebody important. And okay, all right. So we got some dinosaur riders again. Check that out. Some dinosaur riders. And this is the top of a building. This looks like a pretty nice top. So what's in the building? Oh, snap. Is that like a public bathhouse? Is that what that is? And then the dinosaurs don't have riders down here. So, okay. Nearing the end here. Nearing the end. Okay. So, bunch of chests. You can drop those around. The players love chests. And the top of a building. Oh. This is the Jungle Tavern. The Jungle Tavern. That is awesome. I dig it. I dig it. I love that they did a Jungle Tavern. And then the chests are covered in vines. So yeah, you're gonna have to you're going to have to make the vines like dangerous. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, that is sweet. A jungle tavern. Oh man, that is cool. All right, so on to the next one. This is one big building. I wonder what's in here. That is one big building. Let's flip it over, see what we got. Wow. This is like the jungle supermarket. This is the jungle Walmart right here. This is a gigantic jungle shop. That is pretty cool. You want supplies before you go into the jungle? You want to buy some rations? You want to buy some weapons? You go to the Jungle Super Shop. Open 24/7. Next, and this is the last one. This is the top of the building. You flip it. That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, it's got like a desk area over here, some carpeting, really elaborate, you know. I'd make it have some like magical purpose or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's some scrolls and some books over here. I dig it. I dig it. You know, maybe the jungle mage practices here or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that is the battle maps. The battle map was called Jungle Floor Pack, and the 2D terrain was the Jungles of Dread, both by 1985 Games, and they provided them to me. Are the jungle dudes enemies or more like NPCs? They don't give you an adventure. You can make them be whatever you want them to be, man. So if you want them to be NPCs or you want them to be enemies, you know, you can make them. You can write them into the story. So they are. It's cardstock that's laminated. You cut it out and you drop the cutout piece onto your battle map. So you would cut out that little guy and you would drop him onto your battle map and use it just like a character token. Thank you for your question, man. And shout out to Robert. And so yeah, like I said, this is by 1985 Games. They provided me everything complimentary. I have used their other box. It's called Dungeon Craft Volume 2. I used that during my last game, and that was pretty awesome. They had like tower. It was kind of the same thing, but instead of jungles, it was like towers, snow terrain, and a bunch of other stuff. And I made a whole adventure just looking at the terrain. I wrote a whole adventure just looking at the terrain and the maps. I got so inspired. I came up with this whole adventure about an artificer who was trapped in a tower, and the players had to go in and free him, and they had to go through levels of the tower and everything. But it all came to me just by looking at those maps and terrain. And so my players are going to be adventuring through a jungle in the next session, and so I'm going to be using this very terrain that I just showed you guys. I'm going to be using some of that in our next game, and I can't wait. I think it's going to be super fun. I got some surprises for them. You know, they told me they want more puzzles. Well, they're going to get some puzzles and some traps, baby. You know, there's some quicksand in there. Let's see how they handle that. I'm just playing. But it has given me a lot of ideas, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I like the art. I love 2D terrain. I've mentioned that in other videos. I love 2D terrain because it's cheaper than 3D terrain, and it's easier to carry, easier to store. You know, all the terrain I just showed you fits in a box the size of a D&D book. You know what I mean? and if you try to carry that much terrain, that's but 3D terrain, man, is you'd be you'd be hauling you'd be hauling like a U-Haul behind you. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot to try to haul all that. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Y'all rock. I really appreciate it. And if you liked what you saw, check out my other videos. Have I played the first couple Fallout games? I think I played Fallout way back in the day. Way back in the day, but I haven't played a lot of them. Why, did something remind you of Fallout? Oh, I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, I just like the 2D terrain, man. I'm not putting down 3D terrain. I mean it looks nice, but you know, I'm perfectly happy with 2D terrain, and I think everything I showed you looks pretty cool. And I got a family, man. I can't really swing 3D terrain. You know, I can't afford it. Other people can. That's cool. That's cool. But I'm cool with my 2D terrain. I didn't think about Fallout in 2D terrain. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing, man. Any last questions before I head out? All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and a big thank you to 1985 Games for sending me that stuff to share with you guys. And I'm going to be using it in my game coming up, and then I'll make a follow-up video, kind of let y'all know how it turned out. You have a good night too, Robert, and thank you again for watching. And everybody, y'all have a good night too. Peace. Let me see how I stop this thing.